I saw an article recently saying you can now get Tesla Model Ys for around $28,000 in the United States used, right? And I thought, to be honest, that kind of sounds like it's a bit expensive. Surely there's cheaper ones than that. Now that we've seen so many Model Ys, Model 3s, electric cars become so popular in the United States, surely there's affordable EVs, and there is. In fact, I found quite a few Tesla Model Ys for as cheap as $20,000. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to have you with us. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. I'll be at the Sydney EV show. I'd love to have you there. I'll put a link in the description to a link that'll give you the ability to get free tickets to the show. That's on the 8th, 9th, and 10th of November. Tesla Model Y. Okay, I'm having a look here, guys. In the Los Angeles, great deal here. This is on usedcars.com. I've tried different websites, but some of them kicked me off. They say because I'm searching from Australia, I can go and get lost, and they decide that I can't use their website. So that's a weird thing about some American car sales sites. But anyway, usedcars.com. Tesla Model Y, $19,950. Now, I believe some people can get access to a used car tax discount as well, or a used car discount as well, which would mean that price would be even lower than $19,900. Now, there's another one on here. This one has done more miles. In fact, the one for $19,900 has done 100,000 miles. To be honest, it's still going to be a good car. It's not like gasoline-powered vehicles where, after you've done that many kilometers or that many miles, you probably don't want to buy it. You're going to have too many problems. That's not the case with electric cars, specifically Tesla electric cars. They last a long time. 2022 Tesla Model Y, 21,000. 2021 Tesla Model Y, 68,000 miles, 20,900. Another one here, 2021 Tesla Model Y, 20,900. 2021, that has 94,000 miles. The other one had 63,000 miles. There's another model here, 60,000 miles to 20,900. There's a whole bunch here, heaps for 24,000, heaps for 25,000. Yeah, I mean, the used price of electric cars now is so incredibly affordable. In fact, the Tesla Model Y is selling for roughly an average price of $28,000 on the used market. That's $800 less than the average used car price, period. Used prices for the Tesla Model Y are cheaper than the average used price car, used value for all cars put together. So there's never been a better time really to buy a Tesla vehicle. Now, those prices I just quoted you guys, you can probably negotiate a bit on those prices. You might be able to get them even cheaper. And a lot of this is because of the so-called bad for customers. Mitsubishi CEO, he said this, numerous CEOs of legacy automakers say this, EV discounting is bad for customers. Tesla is bad for customers. Well, your used car value is not going to be great, but you still own a car. So really, it's not that big of a deal. Now, keep in mind that used car values, your used car is going to be worth less, that's true. But then when you go to buy another car, it's going to be cheaper to buy that new car. So it doesn't really, it's kind of a virtuous cycle, if you ask me. It also means that some person who maybe it's their first car, maybe they can afford to get an electric car for their first car. Search volume for used EVs on cars.com has increased by 32% in September, compared to the same month last year. Used EVs on cars.com search volume has gone up 32%. So there being so many used electric cars now at prices people can afford will mean this will drive more sales. The Tesla Model Y, average trade value $28,000, but as I mentioned before, there's a lot that are selling at less than that price. So the average price of used EVs was actually $37,000, which is kind of crazy. Obviously, that does include Cybertrucks. Not that there's many Cybertrucks, but it does include them. New EV inventory increased by 50% last month, thanks to General Motors expanding portfolio, including the Chevrolet Blazer EV, the Blazer Equinox EV, Cadillac Lyriq. But the truth is, the majority of EVs on cars.com, about 75% of them are Teslas. So it's probably really the fact that Tesla's sales continue to grow in the United States, and they continue to sell a lot of them. I mean, for the last 3 months of the year, the Model Y was first, the Model 3 was second, and the Cybertruck was third. They're the 3 best-selling cars in the US. So yeah, the majority of EVs on here are clearly Teslas. And I reckon you can get a pretty good deal on one. Now, Jeep, Ram, and Dodge have excess inventory that is sitting on lots for an average of 131 days, right? Tesla has a massive surge in not just Tesla, but electric car sales, 32% increase in search results on cars.com in a single month. I think a lot of people are saying, you know what, why buy one of these old Chryslers or old Jeeps or old, one of these old Stellantis vehicles when I can get either a new or a second-hand EV for a really, really good price? So what are the slowest selling brands, EV brands? Well, Lincoln and Mercedes-Benz are the slowest selling luxury brands in September. Lincoln and Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz has had a global slowdown in its sales, not just EVs, but vehicles, period. Faster selling brands are Lexus, Acura, Audi, BMW, Land Rover, Toyota, Subaru, Honda, Kia, Mini, and I believe Tesla as well. Now, faster selling new vehicles, incredibly, in September that were EVs were the Toyota BZ4X, GMC Hummer EV. I mean, very few of those vehicles are sold, so I don't really understand that. The Subaru Solterra, same thing, bizarre. Lexus RZ450e, and the Genesis electrified GV70. Now, out of those cars, the only one that I think is worth looking at is probably really just the Genesis GV70, but that's pretty expensive. Then you have the Chevrolet Bolt EUV, the Rivian R1T, Chevrolet Bolt EV, Rivian R1S, and Polestar 2. They're the slowest selling EVs in the United States right now. For some reason, I'm not sure why, but Tesla Model 3, Model Y, and Cybertruck are not included in that data. The real takeaway for me here is this. You can recommend to your friends now. A lot of people say, I'm not going to buy an EV, it's too expensive. Well, now you can recommend to say to them, hey, they're not anymore. You can afford one. This is pretty cool. Thanks for watching.